First gate drop of 2021 Motocross of Nations MXGP class qualifying race. Ben Watson got the whole shot and checked out early in the race. Antonio Caroli started the race in 7th, Glenn Coldenhoff was around 10th.
The 58 of South Africa, they're in 3rd position. Getting their way through the first few corners, and it's Watson who leads on the Yamaha for Great Britain. Absolutely flying start for the Brit, and there's carnage there as Benoit Pacharel nudges his way down the inside of the South African number 58, David Goosen.
Caroli and Coldenhoff were on the move. They quickly moved towards the front. Coldenhoff passed Caroli in the process.
Quiet start to today, a slow start, and obviously he just needs to stay out of trouble. He's looking nervously around him.
Benoit Pacharel and Dylan Wright were battling for the 3rd position on the opening laps, but Pacharel managed to stay in front.
Racetrack as he goes around the outside of Benoit Pacharel. Yes, he does, and Sabelis left the door wide open. Pacharel bounces right back though, regains that 3rd position.
With 13 minutes to go, Pacharel stole 2nd away from Carlos Sabulis.
But he's right on the back of this crew, and you're talking about a rider who's semi-retired, but he's right in the mix with, talking about a 9-time world champion in Caroli who's won MXGPs this year.
It looked like Antonio Caroli wasn't feeling too good on the track after last week's crash in MXGP of Sardinia, but with 12 minutes to go he started charging towards the front, starting with the pass on Carlos Sabulis.
By Tony, he realizes that there's still 12 minutes plus left in this moto, and he can see 2nd place right in front of him.
Yeah, and Cairoli has gone by, so up in the 4th place. So Tony Cairoli having a steady ride through.
Coldenhoff made a mistake which allowed Caroli to close in, and he stole the position away in no time.
The front door.
But a lot of this, they're going to be trying to learn how the track's shaping up too. Cairoli makes a pass, and much to the delight of the Italian fans, and let's see what he can do with Pacharel now.
4 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock, and all of a sudden Caroli moves up to 2nd with a move on Benoit Pacharel.
2nd position, nice move.
Yeah, for you younger riders out there, he's doing everything correctly. He's never following. He's inside, outside, putting.
Ben Watson had over 8-second lead on Caroli when he moved to 2nd place. It looked nearly impossible to catch up to the lead, but not for Caroli. He put fastest laps of the race with only few laps to go and quickly closed in the gap to Watson. He passed Watson with 2 laps to go and went on to win the race with 2-second gap.
Is there, can't do anything about it. Tony Cairoli goes through with
Ben Watson finished 2nd and Glenn Coldenhoff ended up in 3rd.
Right, he's won the qualifying race. His job is done for today. It's now down to his teammates Mattia Guadagnini in MX2 qualifying and Alessandro Lupino in the final qualifying race of the day.
Top 5 nations after the first race were Italy, Great Britain, the Netherlands, France and Germany.
Stands at the moment after the first qualifying race.
MX2 qualifying race. Matthias Talvico grabbed the whole shot, followed by Tom Viel and Rene Hofer. Roan van de Mustig went down on the start. Mattia Guadagnini got a terrible start. Oswell.
Hofer got some serious head shake coming into corner 2 there, and this first lap, if you're up front, just be patient. But yeah, the guys in the back, Van de Mustig has his work cut out for him now.
Viel wasted no time and took the lead on the opening lap.
Boost on the face is not what you want as Viel takes over the lead on the opening lap.
But
it was an intense battle for the 3rd place on the opening lap. Conrad Mears was at the back of this group fighting for 3rd. He made an aggressive pass on Isaac Giftin and went from 6th to 3rd in no time. He was the one to watch after setting 4 fastest laps of the race in a row.
McClellan and Talvico are doing Guadagnini a huge favor here. You can see the traffic jam behind them, which is bringing the lap times up a bit, slowing down the pace. But these guys are going to close in, I think.
Talvico lost multiple positions after that battle for 3rd place and eventually finished in 12th.
Inside the Corcio corner.
Well, depends on how you.
Mikkel Harrop lost his front end and crashed out of 8th place, but didn't give up and caught up to back 8th in the end.
The turn rode the edge of the berm, the front tucked as well on the exit, so Denmark then out of 8th place.
Mattia Guadagnini was on the move after bad start. He was in 9th place with 11 minutes left in the race. He was riding really fast and consistent and finished 4th in the end after making 2 passes on last lap.
On the racetrack, and these guys are simply riding away from the pack.
Change position coming up here, outside, cut to the inside, Guadagnini passes Talvico.
Roan van de Mustig also made a good comeback after crashing on the start and finished in 9th place.
The MXGP qualifying race.
Conrad Mears really closed out a gap to 1st and 2nd with 3 laps to go, but couldn't manage to make a pass on Hofer for 2nd.
Scratched her a couple of times. don't know if it's the angle or the way the bumps are forming, but tricky for sure.
Second position up for grabs.
Tom Vial won the race, Rene Hoffer finished second, and Conrad Mies third.
Victory in the qualifying race because it's his first ever appearance, believe it or not.
First of many, I would venture a guess.
Top 5 nations after second qualifying race were Italy, Great Britain, France, the Netherlands, and Germany. Open class qualifying race. A couple of riders went too early on the start and hit the gate. Tristan Purdon got the whole shot. Few of the heavy hitters including Jeffrey Hurlings and Arminas Jasikonis got stuck on the gate.
South African riders as we head into this race, and they're currently qualified in 13th place as it stands right now, heading into the final race of the day.
Well, you see Boisrame up to third in that.
Bastien Baydam took the race lead few corners later, Mathies Boisserin and Henry Jacobi followed.
He knew that going down was his biggest fear. We have a new leader,
Bastien Baydam.
Number 30, Baydam, just like he was in the MX2 class in Sardinia, gets out to a whole shot, and he was able to put in really fast laps.
Jeffrey Hurlings finished lap 1 in 9th, Arminas Jasikonis in 5th.
I spoke with Sean Simpson just before the start. He was mentioning how excited he was to have a good gate pick. I'm guessing he ran into the gate on the start because it's pretty far back.
With 14 minutes left on the clock, Mathies Boisserin took the race lead. Jacobi also passed Baydam for second.
And that was the section we saw Conrad Mies having so much success.
Arminas Jasikonis and Jeffrey Hurlings overtook Baydam for 4th and 5th.
Bastien Baydam about to get beaten up by 2 of MXGP's big boys.
19, but yeah, if all ends well, totally fine. But I'm sure he was hoping to save some energy and not have to push this hard.
Couple of minutes later, AJ passed Toms McCooks for 3rd.
So back with the action. Arminas Jasikonis has found his way past.
With 6 minutes on the clock, Henry Jacobi took over the race lead from Boisserin.
And closed down a 1.7 second deficit. He's found his way past Boisrame and the German leads.
Jasikonis passed Boisserin for 2nd, but Hurlings quickly passed them, both pushing AJ to 3rd and Boisserin to 4th.
He cuts to the inside, really not hesitating whatsoever. So nice to see. I mean, this has been a long time coming for him to get back to form.
Jeffrey goes 2 positions as well, but Jasikonis going to gain back here as he knows not. Hurlings closes down the door. So
Hurlings and Jacobi had a good battle for the race lead, but eventually Hurlings moved past him and put on a 6-second gap.
Contact you make.
Oh, here we go. This time, runs him wide.
Jacobi's going to get a run here, though.
Jeffrey Hurlings won the race, Henry Jacobi came in 2nd, and Arminas Jasikonis in 3rd.
For the Netherlands, Jeffrey Hurlings picking up 1 point. The only win of the day for the Dutch team, but it doesn't matter, they will go to the line first tomorrow for the races.
Overall top 5 nation standings for tomorrow's races were the Netherlands, France, Italy, Great Britain, and Germany.
Never gonna stop, never gonna stop. Going to the top, Kobe with the shot. Cooking like a pot, yeah, this shit is hot. Popping like a kernel, I was never taught. CBA, never said.